For more than 50 years, only one country has ever landed humans on the moon, the United States. But that could soon change, because right now, a new lunar race is unfolding between NASA and China's space program. And if timelines continue the way they are in March 2026, China could actually reach the moon before the United States returns. So what's really happening? And why is the moon suddenly so important again? Humans first reached the moon in 1969 during the Apollo 11 moon landing. Astronaut Neil Armstrong became the first person to walk on the lunar surface. Between 1969 and 1972, the United States successfully landed astronauts on the moon 6 times. But after that, the mission stopped. Not because we lost the technology, but because the missions were extremely expensive, and once the Cold War space race slowed down, political support disappeared. For more than 50 years, humans stayed in low Earth orbit instead of returning to the moon. That is finally starting to change. Today, NASA is working on a massive program designed to return humans to the lunar surface. It's called the Artemis Program. But this time, the goal is bigger than just planting a flag. NASA wants to build a long-term human presence on the moon. The plan works in stages. First, test the technology. Second, send astronauts around the moon. And finally, land astronauts near the moon's south pole. The rocket powering these missions is NASA's giant Space Launch System, one of the most powerful rockets ever built. The first mission successfully flew around the moon in 2022. The next major step will send astronauts around the moon again for the first time since the Apollo era. But the program has faced delays and technical challenges. And while NASA works through those issues, China has been making rapid progress. Over the past decade, China has built one of the fastest-growing space programs in the world. Through its lunar exploration missions, China has already landed spacecraft on the moon, explored the far side of the moon, and even returned lunar samples back to Earth. These missions are more than scientific experiments. They are preparation for human missions to the moon. China's goal is to land astronauts on the lunar surface before 2030. To achieve that, the country is developing a powerful new rocket, a crew spacecraft, and a lunar lander. If everything stays on schedule, China could reach the moon around the same time NASA plans its next landing. And that's why some experts believe China could actually beat NASA back to the moon. But this race isn't just about national pride. The moon is becoming important again because of something scientists believe exists near its south pole: water. Frozen water ice is believed to be trapped inside deep craters that sunlight never reaches. That ice could be incredibly valuable. It could be turned into drinking water for astronauts. It could produce oxygen, and it could even be converted into rocket fuel. In other words, the moon could become a refueling station for missions deeper into space. Instead of just visiting the moon like astronauts did in the Apollo era, space agencies now want to build a permanent presence there, and whoever establishes that presence first could shape the future of space exploration. Right now, both NASA and China are moving toward the same destination, the moon's south pole. But only one nation will likely become the next to land humans there. So what do you think? Will NASA return to the moon first? Or could China surprise the world and get there before them? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want to follow the new moon race as it unfolds, make sure to subscribe, because the next few years in space could change everything.